codes were that were listed on the roadmap. Oh, and it was suggested those are internal company codes you don't need to worry about. That's not true. No, I'll tell you exactly what the codes are in about a week, or because I want to see if you can figure them out in the meantime. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, I've left them there to keep you amused. Right. Have you opaqued the glass wall behind you?
I have not.
Let's look at it not opaque, because it's still a nifty feature, if you ask me.
Doesn't like it when you stand up at the seat. Funnily enough.
There we go. Yep, suitably opaque. So a few people have asked, because at the moment the team are working on a bunch of bits and pieces. This is a roadmap question. The team are working on all kinds of bits and pieces, one of which is getting all of the preserved collection stuff finished. By which I mean preserving the preserved collection. There is a lot of work that goes into converting the routes and locos from TSW 2020 into being TSW2 compatible. Because if there was no work involved in it, we'd just do it all straight away. You've probably got a bit of C for actually going on there. So the team at the moment are heavily working on preserved collection. When they finished working on preserved collection, they will go work on other stuff, and when they start working on other stuff, we will add it to the roadmap. There you go. Yep, there you are. So that's what that means. It means that they're all working on that at the moment, and later they won't be working on it anymore because we'll have finished it, and then they'll carry on. Will the Talent 2 on Rapid Transit have the same sound as the one on Köln-Aachen? We're still using the old Talent 2 on Rapid Transit, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. InstaSim, you are doing very well. Will multiplayer be added to the roadmap in the future? Yes, it will. When? Couldn't tell you, but yes, it will be added to the roadmap, but only when we start work on it. Half the point of the roadmap is
I'll get that raised so someone can take a look at it. I don't know when we'll be able to get to it, but I'll certainly get someone to look at it.
Talk about manuals. Okay, I'll talk about manuals. There are some, or there is one. There's a get started guide. It's not going to be. Don't expect anything more than we've done in the past as far as depth or breadth or anything along those lines. But it should be enough to familiarise you with the train and with the routes available and so forth.
So we switch back to PZB now.
So how long is the actual LZB section?
It's about half the route, something like that. So some 25-30 kilometres, I think, something like that. I don't know the exact distance of it, but the route is about roughly a 50-50 split between high speed and normal speed.
Gotcha. Okay. Will we be driving the Talent 2 later in this stream? I think we'll be driving the Talent 2 pretty much after we arrive at this station.
We are indeed.
Splendid. Will there be a preserved collection stream before launch? No, there won't. We don't want to blur the lines too heavily, but you can bet that we'll be doing preserved collection. Well, actually, you know what makes sense is to show off a bit of preserve. Maybe we'll do it on launch day. Given that we are doing a stream on launch day, so we'll probably do an East Coast way. In fact, we could do nothing but preserved stuff. I don't know what Mike wants us to do.
We could do some crazy stuff, like you make,
steady on there, Tiger. I'm going to be doing crazy stuff on Friday. Don't you steal my thunder.
I would never do that.
Yeah, hold on. I've got incoming from Mike. He's on the teletyper right now, which is always a good way to go. Can you drive the BR the DBBR 422 on Köln-Aachen. Well, I mean, is that one keep Matt under control? What are you talking about? Matt is under. Matt's rarely out of control. That's Mike. It's not me. So using the scenario planner and off the rails, you can put anything anywhere you like, as long as it will fit in the marker zone sections. You'll quickly find out. So if you're running something with short platforms, for example, or you've got a whacking great freight train you're trying to put up a tiddly little siding, you'll quickly figure out that actually that's not going to work, and the scenario planner won't let you do it. But BR 422 was the one I was saying. That'll run on Köln-Aachen, isn't it? Isn't that one of the preserved lines?
Say that one again. Sorry.
Doesn't really matter. I've sort of answered it anyway. Are there scenarios
the Hauptstrecke Rheinrohr
for the 422?
From Rheinrohr Osten, not from Hauptstrecke Rheinrohr. So if you, in the first wave, you get Hauptstrecke Rheinrohr, which is the 42 and the 45. You can use scenario planner to get the train on the route at that point. Once Rheinrohr Osten comes along, then it will add to service mode using the Rheinrohr Osten BR42.
There we go. Mike's just said we'll do some preserved collection action on the scenario planner stream.
Sounds good.
Is there a how-to PZB video for console online? No, but if you tune in on Saturday evening, you'll be able to see the Professor Matt Pedalston take you all the way through various different safety systems.
And I will do it on console.
On console? Goodness me. There you go. What do I hope to see coming out of Train Sim going forward? Continued improvement, really. You know, it's always going to be trains being driven. That is fundamentally what a train simulator is. And so, you know, ongoing improvement to the way that works. You know, we've got improvements to Adhesion this time round, which builds on the simulation, builds on the challenge. I think it looks better than it ever has done in the past, which is great. Continued improvement works for me. And, of course, when they finally get around to building the line that I want.
Which is?
Oh, someone's mentioning Microsoft Flight Simulator in the chat. If you do want to kill some time in between now and the launch of Train Sim World 2, why not start downloading Microsoft Flight Simulator? It might just be about time done by the time we come out. I did that joke earlier on. It was funny then. It's still funny now. There you go. Yeah, that's it. That's good. You don't believe me? Go have a look at the Steam forums for Flight Sim. There you go. It's not a pretty sight. Don't get me wrong. It's a belter, that game, a belter. But they are having a few teething troubles. We wish them all the very best. Right, good. Took about an hour. You got lucky then. There are some for whom it has taken slightly longer than an hour. Right. It'd be nice if there were announcements at the stations. I think it would be nice if there were announcements at the stations. Matt thinks it would be nice if there were announcements at the stations. The big problem that we have is that there are so many things we want to do and only a finite amount of time to get stuff done. So so at some point we have to draw a line and go like, that's as far as we can go this time. But we are going to, one of the other things that's coming with the roadmap is we've got a brand new team internally whose job it is to look backwards, not forwards. So they're going to look at what we've released for the game so far, and the current core of the game, and make adjustments to it. So so if there is an issue with the game, they can go back and fix it. If there is an easy feature, so passenger information screens, for example, would be something that they could go back and work on, had they not already been worked on. I know Matt's kind of going, where are you going with this? Because passenger information screens needs a bunch more work doing, so it can be deployed on other routes in the future. So we do have a team now whose job it is to entirely look at the stuff we've already released. Now, this will only focus on Train Sim World 2, but one of their first tasks is to deal with Miles platting, and you either know Miles or you don't, and also to resolve the sticky points issue on the cement circle scenario. And if you know what that means, then this should come as something of a pleasing moment for you. But it's a bit overdue. But we now have a team whose job it is to do just that. And you'll get to meet the big dog of that team when we do our first roadmap update in 2 weeks' time. And it's not just fix. I mean, yeah, fixes are going to be one of the things they focus on, because obviously, as soon as we get players involved in playing routes and for the first time, that's when we really find out if everything's working as it should be. So you will always find stuff that we just didn't find, and now having people dedicated to looking after that is a good plan. But also they'll be able to go back and do fun stuff as well. And sometimes they may add stuff into core that looks like fun stuff if it's relatively straightforward and isn't going to introduce with whatever else is going on. I'm not trolling you. I am not the head of the team. I'm not head of nothing. No, I just muscle in on things and go, I think it would be a good idea if we did this, and people throw me out of the room. There you go. Yes. Who is this mysterious big dog? Dimitri is not a big dog. He's a slender young man, and he's off doing something with racing cars on telephones or something. I don't know, but no, it's not Dimitri. There you go. How else am I keeping busy during lockdown? I haven't got time to do anything else. This is it. In fact, the thing that's worth bearing in mind is that Train Sim World 2 has been developed over the last, for the last 5 months. It's been developed by a team working entirely in lockdown. So it doesn't matter where they're based. Everybody's been working out of their own houses, and there are some logistical issues that come along with that, but somehow they managed to pull it together, and it's testament to the dedication of the Dovetail Games development team. I shouldn't really big them up because I'm part of the team, but I'm not. I'm just a mouthpiece. So no, the team have really put a lot of effort in under incredibly difficult circumstances to getting this game put together.
Yeah, totally. The team have really. I'm amazed. You know, I have regular conversations with everyone on the team every day, and everyone's just taken to it like a duck to water. They really have. It's really testament to the everyone's desire to and passion to just see this grow and deliver the product. It's been really good to see.
Yeah, I mean, the first week was largely filled with, I haven't got that thing that I need, and I need the perfect zoom background in order to make it look like I'm very impressive. But since then, everyone's just kind of got back on with it. Obviously, we didn't just start as lockdown came in. That we'd done, I don't know, at least 6 months plus work on the game before then. But no, the bulk of the work has been done while people are locked down. So not the easiest of circumstances. Can we have a honk of the horn, please?
It's like a clown horn on this thing.
You're a clown horn.
I'm okay. You're a clown horn.
Okay. The correct response is your face is a clown horn.
Oh, okay.
That's how you one up that. Did lockdown delay release at all? Not really. No. Once people were able to kind of get into their own rhythm of doing things, actually the flexibility from working at home actually helped quite a few people get stuff done. And suffice to say that this year is going to change up quite a lot of how Dovetail works generally. Some people have said that they would actually prefer to work from home more often. So it's been an interesting learning exercise. There you go. Is there a dark mode on the talent screens? Yes, I think I triggered it last time, didn't I? Is there a dark mode? There you go. Yeah, that's an easy one. There are no passengers waiting at the station, and yet one must wait anyway to allow the allotted time. The manual, yes, I spoke about the manual earlier on. When the stream's finished, back it up and go watch through to probably about 34 minutes in. Yeah. Will there be a 1972 stock Mark 1? Is that something you know?
Will there be a
1972 stock Mark 1?
Not something I'm familiar with, no.
Okay, in that case, no.
Right, no.
Next.
Otherwise it'd be on the roadmap.
Work for you from home, I'm in Poole. Well, that you're in Poole, it makes it neither more or less likely that you can work for us. But you can head to, what's our corporate site? I don't know, but
it's www.dovetailgames.com.
Scroll to the bottom and look for the word jobs. that would be the way to go. What's the route I want to see in the game? Oh, that's quite straightforward. Matt, have a swing at it.
Great Eastern Main Line.
Yeah, I'm a little bit more specific than that. We've done it for Train Simulator.